What? She no study. G'day, welcome back. So it looks like we're going to have to make a diagnostic video. My Audi, my daily driver, doesn't want to start. Certainly sounds like a starter motor from the outset, but we should probably test it before we just go and throw parts at it. So let's have a look. So we don't need too many tools. What do we got? Got a multimeter, got a battery tester, got a test light, and my cell phone. I'll show you why. Right, so we'll start off with our cell phone. So I've got a battery monitor on here which works really well, doesn't drain the battery, sits there quite happily until your screen goes off. So we set it at 12.63 volts, battery should be okay. I did put it on charge just to get it good and proper. So if we try and start now, we'll see we do get some voltage drop, but we're not actually. Get a click from the solenoid and we get some voltage drop, but the starter doesn't turn. So let's go from there. So let's have a look at the battery, and we'll have a look at the wiring and all the inputs, outputs, and see what's happening. Right, we've got a battery tester here. Going to test the battery, see what's what. This style of capacitance, whatever battery testers, they seem reasonably accurate, reasonably worthwhile. So 12.57 volts, somewhere in the ballpark. We're in the vehicle, regular flooded, CCA, we'll leave it at 500, not sure what that one is, probably 600. Good battery, measuring 574 cold cranking amps. It's pretty well charged ish. So the battery looks good from this monitor tester. Do some more tests. Well, I suppose we should check our physical battery connections. I've just put the battery back in, I had it on charge, so I'm happy they're all good and tight. That needs securing a wee bit better, but yeah, they all look good. Then we need to get under the car, do some checks under there. Alright, so there's our starter and our starter solenoid. See, we got our main power cable there. I've got my test light, it's got a good ground, so we should have permanent 12 volts, which we do. We just need to test the control wire, which we know works because the solenoid clicks, but we'll just go through the motions, do a couple of tests, and off we go. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to connect the test load to power here, and then we'll ground it when I'm up turning the ignition so we can see what's going on. Oh, it's always fun when you're working on your own. So this is connected to our signal wire, or the solenoid control wire. Oh, you won't see that. Try and do this so you can actually see what's going on. Yeah, so we definitely got signal. You saw that. Right, let's do that the other way around. Let's stick this to the switch side of our starter motor, see if we get any power to the starter motor. Right, so this is now connected to the switch side of the starter, so the other side of the solenoid. So this is what the solenoid switches on. So if we ground this whilst we're cranking. If we don't get 12 volts, we know the solenoid's buggered. If we do get 12 volts, we know the starter motor's buggered. Fair enough? Let's go. There we are. Our starter motor's buggered. Is that all we need to know? Is that enough to diagnose the starter? I think so. So yeah, let's take it out and test it on the bench. On the floor, probably. Right, so here's our old starter. As you can see, it's already a junkyard one. This was second hand in 2017. So this is probably a 30-year-old starter as it is. So yeah, Bosch quality. It's lasted 30 years probably, but doesn't work now. So we'll floor test it, bench test it. Oh, let's just connect up our ignition switch there. And we'll ground it to the case. Stick that over there. Ground it to the case. Permanent. I'll turn that on. Hold on tight. Yeah, it doesn't do much. It does less than it started off doing. Well, it's buggered anyway, so yeah, look at that. Job done. Starter motor, ain't no good. Right, so it's only actually the next day, but here's our old starter. Here's our new starter. Looks nice and shiny. It's got some documentation on the front. This, for my Audi, this is a AC Delco Professional. This product meets General Motors specifications. It's a remanufactured for GM out of Flint, Michigan, and it's remanufactured in China, so it's quality stuff. It's kind of what you look for. Chinesium special, General Motors, known for their quality products, and we're going to stick that on this Audi. So I'll stick it in, and then we'll do some tests, and hopefully it works. There you are, new starter motor's in, so let's give it a test. You helping Dad fit the starter motor, Charlie?
Yeah.
Good job. You waving your torch? Like a lightsaber. Right, should we give it a start?
Yeah.
Okay, you sit on your chair.
I want to see that.
You will see it, but you'll see it from there. Again, we look at our cranking test. We dropped it. Voltage dropped down to 10.64 volts. That's standard range. That's pretty good. First time that starter's been used. So beautiful. That cranks a whole lot better than the old one did. Try it once more for luck. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Had me going there. I thought the alternator wasn't charging, but there we go. We can use our app to check on charge voltage. Well, kind of getting dirty, and yet we're charging 14.38 volts. Cranking test. This car's always kind of read a wee bit low. But the battery's good, starter motor's now good. We're charging nicely with our upgraded regulator. Yeah, things are good. So our new wideband oxygen sensor down there, that will be coming up in a series of future videos. There we go, job done. We managed to successfully diagnose our no crank condition on our 1994 Audi 80. We fitted this quality AC Delco USA remanufactured in China General Motors starter motor. I went with AC Delco because it had a 2-year warranty and was $50 cheaper than the Bosch, so to me that sounded like good value. My buddy Mike, the flat rate master, thinks these are junk, but it works better than this one, which doesn't work at all, although I did kind of fix it, which you'll see here. So yeah, this was me diagnosing a problem on my car. Don't necessarily use this information for your own diagnostics. More modern cars have fancier wiring, whatever else. This was just me solving a problem on a simple circuit, checking out the basics, figuring out that, yeah, we can probably call a starter motor on that, and we did, and it worked, and I can drive to work in it tomorrow. So that's pretty awesome. So there we go. Comment, like, subscribe. We'll see you for some more Audi action, starter motor fun, diagnostics, fixing stuff, breaking stuff, just stuff really, and catch you at the next one.